Since humanity's earliest days, we have marveled at the mystery above our heads. With childlike wonder we strove to understand it, yet still its truths elude us. So now we must go forth, into the mystery. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, letter to his father. Every conflict throughout history stemmed from man's anger, fear, greed, or jealousy. Yes, it is the fount of love and faith and art, but perhaps, just perhaps, we are wrong to place the human heart upon such a pedestal. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, op-ed in the Gulf News. We squat upon a dying world, sucking it dry long past the point when it can still sustain us, and yet an entire galaxy of possibility beckons. Why are we so short-sighted? When will we see that there is nothing left for us here? Director Khalid al-Ashgar, social media post. Lightning was once feared as the anger of gods until we learned how to harness its might for ourselves. Some say fear is conquered by courage, but I say it is conquered by knowledge. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, Philosophy of Science Lecture Series. The differences in our languages are irrelevant, for we all grow closer to those near us in times of distress, creating community where once there was none. Today I ask you to do just that, for humanity's future depends upon us all sharing one unifying vision. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, public remarks at the first Project Exodus facility. It is tempting to think of our expansion into the stars as simply the continued evolution of human knowledge. Yet the truth is that it will spawn new fields of science, entirely new schools of thought. It is not a mere step forward. It is to pull the rug from under everything we thought we knew. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, Master's Thesis, Oxford University. The word atom stems from the ancient Greek atomon, which means uncuttable. And yet here we are, creating energy by splitting the atom, cutting the uncuttable. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, speech to the Space Society Conference. They'll all be so busy fighting down here that they won't even realize we've already built ourselves an empire up there. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, comments to investors ahead of the Emirates Mars mission. The light that fills our skies connects the past of distant worlds to our present. It is a time machine and an eternal reminder that Earth is neither the beginning nor the end of existence. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, speech at Oxford University. One would not send a swordsman to fight a tank. Neither should we voyage into the unknown armed with only the primitive tools of self-defense we cling to here on Earth. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, investment pitch deck for Future Space LLC. It is only a matter of time before this rush for gold turns red. To staunch the flow of blood, other nations will send their own armed envoys. It is in our best interest to be gone before that happens. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, overheard private conversation. The online shopping guy and the electric car guy can squabble over Mars all they like, but that's just selling humanity short. Trust me, we can do so much better. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, during an appearance on late-night television. The Surat al-Baqarah teaches that in the creation of heaven and earth a wise people may find the signs of Allah. Let us heed those words and join together as we take our search into the stars. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, from his khutbah at the first conclave of Muslim astrophysicists. We've all gaped in awe at those images of the earth as seen from space. Beautiful, divine. But if you saw that same sight every time you looked out the window, wouldn't you grow to hate it? Director Khalid al-Ashgar, guest appearance on the Thinking Bigger podcast. There are two types of people in this world, those who think only of home and those who think only of leaving home. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, archival online dating profile. It was Bertrand Russell who defined the distinction between knowledge by description and knowledge by acquaintance. Soon, so very soon, our understanding of distant worlds will not stem from mere readings and photographs, but instead from walking upon alien soil. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, Project Exodus press briefing. Truly, I would love to believe that we will comport ourselves better on other worlds than we do here, but I am not naive. There will, I am afraid, be blood. Director Khalid al-Ashgar, classified Project Exodus security briefing. What we're doing is dangerous. People are going to get sick or hurt. It would be madness to pretend otherwise. The best thing we can do is ensure our fail-safes are simple enough that even the least skilled among us can implement them under the worst of circumstances. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar, Project Exodus Medical Briefing. We cannot just send up a bunch of diggers and hope for the best. Even dirt doesn't behave the same way up there. One might as well build a house upon a pile of rice. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar, from his irregular newsletter, Preparing for Tomorrow. I don't want to die on some miserable poison world. I want to die countless light years from Earth with a smile on my face as I bask next to a perfect ocean under a perfect sky. Director Khalid Al-Ashgar, Preparing for Tomorrow online newsletter.